Hey everybody, this is Tom with a Board Gamer. What do kingdoms and dominoes have in common? Normally, nothing. But today, we will act as kings of our own domains to expand our own territories. Land is precious and limited, and for some reason, shaped like dominoes. Compete with your fellow royals to have the most desirable realm in Kingdomino. Let's see how it's played, and then we'll come back here and talk about it. Kingdomino is a 2 to 4 player game for ages 8 and up, with a quick gameplay average of 15 minutes. The object of Kingdomino is to collect tiles to create a 5x5 kingdom and score points based on a matching continuous terrain times the number of crowns in each territory. Setup is very simple. Each player takes a colored meeple along with matching castle and starting tiles. Place starting tile in front of you with matching castle on it. This is where you will build off to create your 5x5 territory. Shuffle all tiles and place them in the box with both the numbers and the territories hidden from players. For the first round, one player gathers all meeples and shakes them in hand, hidden from all other players. A second player blindly draws the king meeples to determine the first round order. Once first round order is established, draw 4 territory tiles and place them at the center of the table. Arrange the tiles number side up in numerical order from lowest to highest. Flip tiles and place king meeples on desired tile in the order established. 1 king per tile. Once all the tiles have a king, draw 4 new tiles and again lay them face down and arrange from lowest to highest number. Now comes the tricky part. Turn order from here on out is determined by the king meeple's position. The player on the lowest numbered tile is now the first player, and order proceeds in the order they are located on the tiles. The first player will move their king meeple to their desired tile of the new tiles in play. They will then pick up the tile they moved from and place it into their kingdom. A tile is placed by matching at least one side to an existing tile in your territory. Please note your starting tile is wild and may count as any tile, but only when placing, not when scoring. Now to start the next round, bring out new tiles, just as before. Move the king meeple in the order they were placed on the tiles while collecting the previous tile they moved from. Continue to play like this until there are no more tiles. Be aware that if you cannot match a tile with one already in your kingdom, that tile must be discarded from play, and your territory will have one less tile. Once all tiles have been laid, we move on to the scoring phase. You score by taking the number of crowns in a territory group and multiplying it by the number of squares of that same type in its particular group. If you have multiple groups in a territory, they are scored separately. Add up all the points from all your territories, and the player with the most points wins. Go out there and build a better territory than your neighbor in Kingdomino. And that's how you play Kingdomino. Kingdomino is now one of my favorite tile laying games that disguises itself as dominoes. This quick and easy game packs a good amount of strategy in a small box. It's a great family game in my opinion. The run time is short enough to keep a kid's attention, and there's enough depth to keep parents and other adults interested. I find myself reaching for this game when I don't have time to sit down for a lengthy board game, or as a palate cleanser between some of those heavier games. Now let's talk about the components. The components for this are a thick cardboard that come with a glossy finish that make it very durable for kids. You really have to try and damage these pieces. Now for the castles, they are made of a cheaper cardboard, but they really aren't needed to play. This is more for the theming, which I think helps, but is not necessarily needed. Now, the tiles on the back have very clearly stated numbers on them and make them easy to identify. Not to mention, the crowns that are added on here too for the value are very easy to see on the tiles. Another thing that's easy to see on the tiles is the art. On this little tile you can see there's this scared little sheep who's running after he sees the dragon flying overhead. If you use your imagination, your territories really come to life. Now, because this is a 2 to 4 player game, it plays best with an even number of players, not so much with 3. There are also alternate ways to play in the guidebook that comes with the game to make each game feel a little more fresh. Now, I enjoy this game, and because of its small and portable box size, I keep this in my vehicle as a just-in-case game. I think it's a good game to test the waters to see if someone will enjoy a longer game in the future, or even introduce kids to the hobby. And this board gamer says not boring, especially for quick play and for kids. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified about new videos. If you're bored now, click this for more games.